Hello, hello, and happy Thanksgiving. How is everybody's turkey day going? I'm going to be coughing a bit during this stream. I'm getting over being sick. You're in bed. Uh-oh, did the turkey kick in? Exhausting day. Our day is just getting going. I got the stream tonight, and then as soon as that's done, and I get all the invoicing done and everything, I got to start, I got to finish up doing the work on next week's consignment sale. And then Angela's working the graveyard shift tonight. So our day is just getting going. Plus, she already worked her other job earlier today. Yeah, so quick update in case everybody hadn't figured it out just now. The consignment sale that was supposed to be this week is now next week. It'll be a week from today. Because I got sick. So I wasn't able to get all the work done on it. So it's going to be next week. So help spread word about it, because there is some awesome stuff in that sale. Stuff that a lot of times you guys don't see in our sales. It's like just 58 lots alone of that sale are slab coins. Mostly NGC, some PCGS. One full slab box of it is it's 17 Morgans and 3 piece dollars. One of the piece dollars is the 21 high relief. Either 3 or 4 of the Morgans are Carson Cities. A bunch of Silver Eagles, including proofs, reverse proofs. A lot of cool stuff in there. So help spread word about that. Then I do have an update for the consignment sale that is going to be with Rick. Drooling. And by the way, that consignment sale, the one coming up next week, before I get on to the update with Rick, as always, it is going to, you will be able to do payments on it. So don't worry about it. If you end up, having some expensive items that you want in there, you will be allowed to do payments. So, all right, updates for the consignment sale coming up with Rick. For anybody who didn't hear, I am going to be doing a consignment sale with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rick Snow. He's one of the nation's foremost experts on all American coins, and he is the world's foremost expert on Indian and Flying Eagle since he literally wrote all the books. Anytime you see an eagle or a flying eagle scent or an Indian scent that has the, like a double die or, whatever, and it says like Snow 1, Snow 2, Snow 3, that's Rick Snow. It is going to actually be streamed from his shop, Eagle Eye Rare Coins, here in town. He will actually be on camera live, so you guys will actually get to talk to him and ask him questions and all that fun stuff. So, a couple of different things, though, compared to a normal consignment sale. First thing, and as we get closer to it, by the way, this is going to be happening probably, most likely, early February. It's going to take some time to get it all set up and advertised because he wants to be able to get some of his folk in there, too. He is going to be shipping straight from his shop on anything that you guys get during that sale. I will not be doing the shipping on those items, so they will not get added to your packages here. They're going to be their own separate packages that he's going to ship directly from his shop. Payments are also going to be sent straight to him. So as we get closer to it, we're going to give you guys all the information you need for, he's got all of it. He's got Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. So all the payment methods that you can think of, he's pretty much got them. So keep that in mind. Payments are going directly to him. Shipping is happening directly from him. He does have a policy I want to make sure to let you guys know about. Any package that goes over $250, he automatically ships it registered. Typically, it's just included with the price. If that's going to be different, I'll let you guys know. But keep in mind, so if you do get more than $250 worth of stuff from that sale, it is going to be sent registered to you, which means you will have to sign for it when it arrives. And then you'll be able to get, tracking information, all that. We'll make sure that you guys are able to get all that. So that is coming. And, it's going to be an interesting sale because we're going to make sure that there's, we're going to make sure there's low dollar stuff in there for, for the people that can't afford a 5-figure coin because he does have 5-figure coins. He has at least one that I know of for sure, one 6-figure coin. So we are going to have reasonably priced stuff in it. He will also have some of his higher priced stuff in it. So, I mean, even if it's something that you guys know, like, yeah, there's that does not involve me. I would never be able to buy that. You're still going to get to see it live on camera. So, I mean, you're going to be able to, odds are there's going to be probably some top pop coins that are going to be on camera and, mostly Indians because it's Rick. Indians and flying eagles. And you never know, depending on what he has in stock, you may end up seeing like pattern coins and like all kinds of cool stuff. You never know. And then we're going to be, like I said, we're still going to be working out all the specifics because, like I said, we don't have a date yet. We know it's going to be on a Saturday. That's about the only thing we do know. And it's going to be early February. So as we get all the specifics, we will continue to relay that to you guys. So biggest thing on that one and the other consignment sale, and for our channel in general, if you guys really want to help us out, is just advertise. Let people know about us. Let people know you guys need to come here. They got these cool things coming up. All the stuff that I've been telling you guys about that I wanted to do this year, of course, a lot of it didn't happen because this year I am so ready for this year to be over. This was a terrible year for us. But all that stuff is still coming. We're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We just need a little bit more time. We're going to get caught up, get things back above, back to good, and then we'll be good again. So, things like, Cheapskate Coin Talk and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff is still going to happen. It's just this year was a bad year. So little bit more patience, guys, please. Bear with us. Still planning on getting this computer replaced eventually so I can actually have the camera that looks at me working again. That would be nifty. So we're going to get it all done. Just a little more patience. So, all right, tonight's sale, this is the sale from Tuesday because on Tuesday we only had 2 people show up. So I figured we'll just do it on Thursday, see who shows up. So far, good turnout. We're at 11 right now. And I figure since it's, tomorrow's Black Friday, I'm going to give you guys some Black Friday discounts tonight. And for those of you that have been in my channel for a while, you know that I tend to get a little bit stupid on Black Friday sales every now and again. So stick around. Probably going to be some crazy good stuff tonight. All right. For anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email. Cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Cachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being a little purple bubble mailer. $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, it is an additional $35 charge on top of that. And keep in mind, if you have it registered, you will have to sign for it when it arrives. Making sure to remind everybody each week, it is the holiday season. Keep an eye on those packages. Or if you want us to hold them until after the holidays, that's fine too. We always hold packages so you guys can maximize your shipping. But Porch Pirates are out in force right now, so keep an eye on them if you do have them shipped before the holidays end. Once you have that tracking information, if you need to, you can go and tell your post office when that package arrives to hold it. And it takes weeks later. What takes weeks later? All right, so that's that. And anybody new, you can't get stuff tonight. You just have to email me by the end of the night. Email has to have your personal info, shipping info, channel name, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. We never ship without payment, and if we don't get that email, you will not get anything. Oh, registered mail. Yeah, it can sometimes. It can, because it's all ground mail, and every time it switches hands, they have to sign for it, and there's like a little clicker counter thing on it that they have to switch it up one number and then write the number on the paper and all that, so it's tracked every inch. So, little patience to have your stuff fully insured and locked in a plastic bag as it goes from one place to another, and yeah. Definitely worth it if you have a high value package going out. All right, here's our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. It's the same one from Tuesday. So, because that stream never ended up happening. So, normally it would be the top post the night of the sale, but because it's one from Tuesday, it's actually going to be the second post down is the list for tonight. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, shoot me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list a few days before every sale, and you have the ability to pre-purchase items as soon as you get that list. Keep in mind, it is first come, first serve, and just like our sale, so if you want something, don't wait, jump on it. And we do not charge right away for pre-purchases. We wait until the night of the stream so that everything gets invoiced together. As always, look down in our description section for all of our additional rules and policies. And by the way, I forget to mention this. Don't be afraid to ask for, if you want a bundle on something, or if you want to make an offer on something because you don't, you're not quite good with the price. You can always ask. If you're, People that have been here for a while, you guys already know this. But anybody new, you guys can always ask. The worst I can say is no. But if it's reasonable and I'm not going to lose money on it, most of the time I'll do it. But all right, let's get this thing going. For all of our peeps leave. All right, first item tonight. It's kind of a different little item. I've never had one of these in before, so I figured maybe somebody might want it. So this is a slotted dollar tube. It's kind of cool. It's got these little gaskets on each side. Let me raise this up a little bit. You pop the gaskets off. And then you pop the tube open. And it keeps all of your coins separated from each other, so they're not rubbing against each other. So it's Ikes and Morgans are the size of dollar coin this thing holds. Holds a full roll, so 20 of them. Anybody? $4. Good thing to have if you have a lot of loose dollar coins. Going to Doug. Congrats, Doug. Or, not Doug, Bo. I know how to read. Really, I do. Going to Bo. Congrats, Bo. Oh, where's my name cards? There they are. Next up. As soon as I get the name card out. Is banknotes. Banknotes of the world. Yeah, I've only seen a couple of those before. Zenith's Abyss. That's an interesting name. Welcome. Alright, first one tonight is a 1953 1 Fen from China. Fractional banknote going for $2. By the way, also just a reminder, if anybody needs a banknote album, I do have one left. It's one of the big 300 note ones. Normally it would be $55, but I'll tell you what, for tonight, since I'm doing a little bit of a Black Friday deal, if anybody needs that banknote album, I'll knock $5 off. That's $50 for it. Lowest I can possibly go without losing money. So if anybody needs a banknote album, let me know. It doesn't hold like the really giant banknotes, but any of your more standardized size ones, it holds 300 of them. All right, moving on. To the 1962 one GAW. Fractional note from China. Going for $2. And here's my first deal of the night. If anybody wants both fractionals, I will do both for $3. Just say bin both. Saves you $1 if you get both. First big savings of the evening. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up. Oh, Bo came in late on that one. Congrats, Bo. You're a sucker. Sucker for a good deal, right? It's all good. Nice little additions to your collection. All right, next up. 1942, 1 gulden. Japanese occupied Netherlands East Indies. Why is my camera tilted? Knock it off. There we go. Go for $3. It's a good piece for anybody who likes to collect that World War II stuff. Oh, I know, dude. You've really got a pretty impressive banknote collection, though. Just knowing what you've gotten from me, and I know you've gotten stuff from other sources. If you ever decide to do a video showing your entire banknote collection, I'm betting that would be a pretty impressive video. All right, moving on. Nice. All right, next up, we think this is a Cheapskate Coins first. If we've ever had a banknote from this country before, we don't remember it. This is a 1942 50 dinar from Serbia. Going for $3. And go in the bow. Congrats, sir. Pretty cool looking note. Next up is a 1995 1 baht from Thailand. Go for $2. So how's everybody else doing? We've got 10 folks on. Don't be afraid to talk. That's another thing. For anybody new, you guys are allowed to talk during my streams. I'm not one of those streams that tells everybody, like, no talking. I prefer it when you guys talk. It makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself. All right, moving on. All right, the next few, these are from Germany. For those of you that like the, that super inflation money. Stuffed and cleaning up the kitchen at the moment. Hey, at least you're stuffed. I guess that was the one good thing about both of us working on Thanksgiving. We didn't do anything. So we have no cleanup. First one is a 1922 5,000 marks. Going for $4. 104, almost 105-year-old banknote. All right, moving on to the 1923 500,000 mark. Going for $4. That makes you half a millionaire. All right, moving on. To the 1923 $2 million mark. It's got collectible value. What did that qualify as a fancy serial number? 123120. Not as good as if it was 123123. That would be like far better. Or like 123321. That's what the mirror note, right? All right, moving on. Surprised nobody wants them. It's hit or miss on banknotes. Not everybody collects banknotes. Next up, 1923 50 million marks. Nothing on the back on this one. Hyperinflation, you know, they couldn't afford ink on both sides. All right, moving on. Last banknotes. I believe this might be the largest denomination hyperinflation note I've ever had. 1923 20 billion mark. During the time of hyperinflation, what do you figure? This is enough to like buy a loaf of bread? 20 million bucks for a loaf of bread, or 20 billion for a loaf of bread. All right, next up, my next big Black Friday deal of the night. So for the hyperinflation notes, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All 5 as a really cool Black Friday deal, and maybe give somebody a chance to get into banknotes if you've been thinking about it. Might be a little bit crazy for me to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. $10, all 5. 50% off. And Doug's taking that deal. Congrats, sir. All right, next up. Woohoo, billionaire. You would have if nobody else did? All right, next up, I'm going to give you guys another deal. Next up is a Babe Ruth 714 home run silver medallion. It is 0.6 ounce. The whole center part is 3/9 fine silver, proof finish. Normal price is $25, but for tonight, for the little Black Friday deals, $20. $5 off for tonight. Going to Bo. Oh, here's your other side, by the way. Babe Ruth, 714 home runs. Has anybody broke that record yet, or is that still the record? I quit following baseball a number of years ago. All right, next up. Bo, this might be one you want to do, because you've been talking about doing this. You're saying at some point you're going to get like 10 of these. Tonight would be the night to do it, my friend. All right, these are the 1 pound world coin bags. Normal price is $15, and then if you get 3, then it's the $12 each. Nah, tonight's Black Friday sale. So for tonight, tonight only for the Black Friday sale, $13 each, or if you get 3 or more, $10 each. And I can do a lot of these. So if multiple people want some of these, don't be afraid to say Ben. I can do a bunch. I could probably do like... I could probably do at least 30. 5 going to Bo. Anybody else? The average is about 80 to 100 coins per bag. Per Westside's suggestion, I'm going to be doing a Cheapskate Coin Talk soon where I'll actually be going through one of these to give you guys an idea of like what's in it. You know, obviously it can be different depending on what's in the batch at the time. All right, last call for right now. Anybody else? Take advantage of that Black Friday price. Alright, moving on. If anybody does decide you want some, let me know. I will honor that deal through the end of the stream. Alright, World Silver time. In case everybody was hoping, not everything is going to be marked down tonight. Ah, broken rubber band. That's not good. Oh, give me a sec. I got to rearrange these because I got a broken rubber band. So I got to get these all back in order. Give me one moment. All right, that's the first one. Almost there. Bear with me. All right. Got it back together. All right. First one. Well, first country we're going to this week is Canada. And kicking off tonight is a fish scale. $19.12. 5 center. Oh, let me do the scope on that. That's very small. There we go. 19.12, 5 cents. 925 sterling silver, extremely fine, $15. These are those coins that are known as the fish scales. They're smaller than a dime. Not quite as small as a 3-cent piece, though. The silver 3 centers, those are smaller than these. But that is a beautiful example. $15 for that guy. Anybody. I'll be amazed if nobody takes this. 5 centers almost never last to a second sale. All right, moving on. Two 10 centers. Kicking off dimes. 1943. 80% silver, fine, $3. Just gonna stay on the scope for these. Why not? It might be a low VF, but I wanted to be safe. But either way, going for $3. Oop, that's the wrong dime. Hang on. I think I put these backwards. Yep, those are supposed to be on the bottom, not the top of the stack. All right. Let me get the right coin. There we go. 43. 80% silver, fine, $3. World War II era silver. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next one up, we have 3 available. 2 of them are VFs. 1 is a fine. These are 1950s. So the fine is $3. And the 2 VFs are $4 each. So here is the fine. This is the $3 one. And then here are the 2 $4 ones, the VFs. Here's number 1. And here is number 2. That one almost looks like it's got a lamination thing starting right there. Doesn't look like anybody else like that's starting to peel up. Not sure what's going on with that. You might have a variety coin right here. Or a mint error, rather. Because that would be a improperly made planchet. Alright, moving on. Next up, he is 1952 in fine for $3. That's another one that could be. A case could be made for a low VF on that one, maybe like a VF 20, but I wanted to be safe. So I left it as a fine. Anybody? Who wants to build up your... Hey, Dandy Dave. Awesome. If you want to get stuff tonight, you can, man. I'm fine with it. Take advantage of some of the big deals. Doing Black Friday deals tonight. So far, the first one was the 1 pound World Coin bags that are normally $15, and if you get 3 or more, it's $12. Tonight for Black Friday, I did them at $13 a piece, and if you get 3 or more, they're $10. So good savings on those if you get 3 or more. Only $10 each tonight for the 1 pound World Coin bags. Right now, we're looking at Canadian silver dimes. All right, moving on. Which is taking me an extra minute to show each one because I'm having to hold them in my hand because my rubber band broke. So I keep having to switch back and forth on hands for the keyboard. Next up, 1955 in fine, $3. Anybody? Yeah, it's a sailboat. That's what's on the reverse of all of the Canadian dimes for modern times. All right, moving on to the 1957 VF, going for $3. We've actually got two of these. One of them's toned, one isn't. That's the toned one. So if anybody bends one of these, just say toned or non-toned or something so I know which one you want. All right, moving on. So did anybody do anything cool for your Thanksgiving? Or is it mostly just turkey and football? All right, 1960 went in pre-sale. So we're now on to the 62s. We have two available. They're both EFs at $4 each. Okay, I thought I had everything back in order. Not quite. There we go. There they are. All right, here's number one. Excuse me. And again, for anybody coming in, I'm going to be coughing a little bit tonight. I'm getting over being sick. And if anybody missed it, I did give updates on both of the consignment sales at the beginning of the stream. So at some point later, if you want, go back and check that out. All right, moving on. Oh, never showed the second one. Here's the second one. You mean the 57 no toned? 62s, neither one of them are toned. Were you talking about the 57, Dandy Dave? That was the one that had one toned and one not toned. Okay, so you're just taking A62? You got it, sir. 162 going to Dandy Dave. All right. Moving on. to 1963. EF, $4. You may be lagging. All good. If you think you're lagging, just whenever you bin, put like, you know, exactly what you're binning on. That way I know. That way it's all good. All right, moving on. To the 1964 EF. $4. Anybody? All right, moving on. To the 65, this one's an AU for $5. Going to Dandy Dave, Gratzer. All right, and then the last of these, we have 3 available. 2 of them are EFs, one's an AU. These are the 1968, these are the 50% year. EFs are $4 each, and the AU toned is $5. So here are the $4 ones. That's number 1. And number 2. And then here is the $5 one, the AU. All right, moving on to our next big deal. I'm going to do a big Black Friday bundle on these. The AU one was. The AU one had some toning on it. All right, all 14 remaining Canadian dimes. Tonight only, Black Friday deal. Hopefully I don't lose money on this. $28. That drops them to $2 each across the board. And MJ's taking that deal. Hey, MJ, how you been? All right, let me mark all of these real quick. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oops, not that one. MJ. Boudreaux. All right. Get out your card. All right, next up. $19.66.25. Canada. 80% silver, BU, $8. Glare. I don't know how well I'm going to even get this on camera, because, I mean, this thing is gorgeous. So it's glaring out the camera. Focus. There we go. Now it's focused. Luster for days on this one. This thing is beautiful. Anybody, $8. All right, moving on. And the final coin from Canada. $19.64, 50 cents. 80% silver, AU, $14. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of the rest of those Canadas, let me know. It's the 25, the 50 cent, and then the silver fish scale, 5 center. They will be here. All right, next up. Oh, by the way, if anybody was hoping the Hawaii sale went in pre-sale, or the Hawaii coin went in pre-sale. It's the first coin that sold. 1941, 25 cents from the Netherlands. 1964, or 1964, 40% silver. AU, $4. I just figured I'd throw that out there in case anybody's trying to hold out for that coin. It's already gone. I could have sold 3 of them if I would have had them. I had 2 other people inquired about it. All right, moving on. All right, next one up. A Rick Snow special. And in my opinion, probably the coolest coin we've got up here tonight. Overall. And definitely the oldest. This is an 1685 1/12 Thaler. Germany. Brandenburg Bay Poth. It is silver. I tried to look up the percentage of the silver, but there was nowhere I could find a percentage. Every resource just said silver. It isn't a fine. It does have a slight bend, which is why it's only 50 bucks. If it didn't have that slight bend, this would be like a $100 coin. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm going to do a Black Friday deal on this one. Tonight only for the Black Friday deal. I'm gonna go 42 bucks. That is an amazing old coin, guys. And going to MJ Gratzer. Check out the reverse on that. That's an awesome coin. Congrats, MJ. Next up, our other coin from Germany. 1961 D 5 marks. 62% silver BU. NGC list on this coin is $100. Regular list price was 50 bucks. Again, I'm going to do a Black Friday deal on it tonight only. Tonight only. I'm going to do this one for 40. 10 bucks off. $100 coin for 40 bucks. Somebody better nab that. Wow, nobody wants that. %40 of list. Nobody wants that. All right, moving on. Next time you see it, it's going to be back to the 50 bucks. Next up. 1942 S 1/10 Gulden. Oh, MJ came in late on that one. MJ's grabbing that Germany. I'll show the coin in a second. I need to get MJ's name on that other Germany coin. Gratzer. Alright, here we go. Scopage. one's going for $3. Then an EF 1/10 Gulden 42S. Netherlands East Indies. Ain't about it. Going to Doug. Gratch Doug. All right. Next up, got a couple of coins. Doug beat you, Dandy Dave. A couple of coins from Australia. First one's kind of an oldie. They're actually both kind of oldies. 1927, 6 pence. 925 sterling silver. And a VG for $5. It's the old King George the Older. You don't come across these older Australias all that often. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 1925 1 shilling. 925 sterling silver VG going for $8. And my next deal for tonight, if anybody wants both of these, 2 King George the Olders. I will do it at $10. Just say bin both. 1927, 1925. MJ, are you taking just the one or doing the deal? Hang on, Daddy. MJ was first. I got to see if he's doing the... Okay, he was doing the deal. MJ was first, Dandy. Got to go with MJ. Gratzer. All right. Next up, we got one coin from Italy. This is going to be a good one for those of you that like toners. 1959 500 Lyre. 83.5% silver AU toned. It does have a scratch on the reverse, so its price is an EF. Going at $15. Tell you what, I'll do a Black Friday price on this one tonight. Give you a couple bucks off. $13 for tonight. Any takers at 13. Lucky 13. For a cool toner. Anybody? Oh, by the way, just so everybody knows, here in about 30 minutes, I'm going to have to take a quick break because I have to make sure Angela gets up for work. On the reverse is 3 sailboats. Looks like you got triple mast boats. They're probably actually named boats. If you did the research on it, you could probably find out like what boats they were. Going to Dandy Dave for 13. Congrats, sir. All right, next up we got 3 coins from France. Why? Because we are French. First one, 1918, 50 centimes. 83.5% silver AU, $4. Over 100 years old and it's AU. Can't complain. Oop, upside down. This way. Camera's not doing this one justice. This is a really nice coin. Going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, sir. Next up, 1962, 5 francs. 83.5% silver BU, toned, $15. Ooh, this way. There we go. That's right side up. All right. Now we've also got the 1963 toned. Also a BU toned. That one's gorgeous. Look at that. It's going to be one of my deals for tonight. If anybody wants both ears, I'm going to do it for 24 bucks for you tonight. If you want both. $6 off if you get both. The lady never seems to age. Look how beautiful this 63 is. Westside's going to be kicking himself that he missed out on this one. Anybody? 1962 and 63, both BUs, both toners. $15 a piece or 24 bucks for both. Wow, nobody's taking that deal. That surprises me. I thought sure somebody would have grabbed that. All right. Moving on. If anybody does decide you want those, let me know. All right, next up. The 1 peso chili went in pre-sale, so we are now on to Mexico. Got a couple of the 10% silver pesos. The 57 and the 63. Standard $3 a piece. But if anybody wants them both for tonight for a little Black Friday, this is a small Black Friday deal. It'll be $5 for both. Saves you $1. There's number 1, 1957. And here is the 63. Ain't about it. We're almost done with World Silver. Only got a couple more. All right, moving on. Next up, we have one coin from Britain. One lonely little coin. $1943 florin. 50% silver AU. $10. Ain't about it. All right, moving on. All right, last stop on the World Silver Tour is India. And we got a Rick Snow special. This one's an oldie. 1883C, 1 rupee. 91.7% silver, VF, $45. That is an awesome coin, guys. And you know what? I'm going to give you guys a Black Friday deal on this one. Tonight only. I'll go $38 on this one tonight. $7 off. Going to Doug for 38. Congrats, Doug. All right, and the last of the world's silver coins. 1907, 2 Annas. Again, 91.7% silver in fine, $8. Let me scope this one. So it'll be King Edward. $1907, 2 Annas. Any takers? $8. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to throw this out there. If anybody can get your payments in by tomorrow morning, that would really, really help us out. If you're not able to, you're not able to. But if you can, it would really help us out. Going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, sir. All right. Got 2 more lots for the World Coin variety. These are a couple more Rick Snow specials, and I'm going to do some better deals on them tonight for Black Friday. There are 2 of these available. These are 1835 to 1870, 100 Mons, Tempo Shudo, Japan. These are what are known as samurai cash. It's been a while since I've had these in. So for tonight only, these are 48 bucks a piece. These are actual coins. You can actually look these up in coin catalogs. They're referred to as samurai cash because they had the shape of the Suba on, or the handguard on the katana. These are awesome. And there's actually silver and gold versions of these too. Rick's wife, Rick Snow's wife, is Japanese, and she actually has the whole collection of these in a big frame. It's an awesome collection. Very awesome. So very unique coins for you guys. $7 off normal price. Last call. Again, they're both AUs. 100 Mon is the denomination. They're basically variations of the cash coins. Granted, the cash coins are Chinese, but these are kind of like those. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want one of those, let me know. If they make it to another sale, they're going back up to the 55. All right, next up. It's kind of the happy medium between a world coin and a U.S. coin. 1945 D 10 centavo, USA, Philippines. Back when we controlled the Philippines. 75% silver VF, $4. I know a lot of these can have varieties, like repunch mint marks and stuff on them. I never check them. I leave it for you guys to check them. Anybody? All right, moving on. All right, as I said, the Kingdom of Hawaii coin went in pre-sale, so we're on to the souvenir sets. All right, so first one of these is the 1978 Philadelphia Mint souvenir set. It does not; these did not come with the dollar coins, so no Susan B. Anthony or Ikes in any of these. But it's if you took a tour of the Mint and you bought a souvenir set, this is what it would be. You get the nickel, quarter, dime, Kennedy half, and penny, along with the cool bronze medallion that came with it. It's the Philadelphia Mint. Here's the other side of that cool medallion. Anybody, $5. Of course, all of these are going to be beautiful BUs. By the way, if you ever send one of these in to get them graded and you want it to say souvenir on the slab, they have to be sealed. Because they have to see that they pulled them out of here with this. That way they know. And you can have that slab too. That's part of it. Alright, moving on. Same with the like the SMS sets. You can't, if you send them in to get graded and you want the SMS on the slab, the set has to be sealed. 1980 souvenir. This is the Philadelphia Mint again. And again, going for $5. So it's stapled to the envelope. It's kind of annoying. Wait, that's the... That's the Denver Mint one, right? Not the Philadelphia? Yeah. Is it? Hang on. I think somebody put this with the wrong envelope. I think I was looking at the envelope instead of the... Let me go to the scope real quick. Yeah, no, these are Phillies. Why does it say Denver on the envelope? These are Phillies. Philly. Philly. Yeah, these are Phillies. Okay, so there's two Phillies. There's not a Denver. Sorry. I didn't realize that when I did up the list. So there's actually, they're both Philadelphia Mint, and there's two of them available. So let me remove that. Let me fix this real quick. So I didn't catch that when I did it. There we go. So two of those available for the 1980. And then there's the 78. If anybody wants all three of these, I'm going to give you a Black Friday deal on these. I might lose $1 or $2 by doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, I'll do it anyways. All 3 for $9. Use them for channel giveaways, put them in your collection, use them as stocking stuffers, give them to the kids. MJ's doing that deal, grat sir. So that makes them $3 a piece for MJ. All right, next up. These sets are cool, and these sets are the only way you can get this particular Kennedy $half. This is the 2019 rocket ship set. We have 4 available. They did a special Kennedy $half that's got an enhanced proof finish. So it's a proof-like mirror finish that was done only for this set. And then you get the dollar coin as well. These are $20 a set. Still sealed. These are actually released from the U.S. Mint. Like this. Little thing glows in the dark. And then it left a spot for the kids for finding one of the quarters for the 2019. 4 of these available, $20 a set. You're basically paying for the Kennedy and getting that proof dollar for free. And again, here's number 2, number 3, and number 4. Tell you what, since it's a Black Friday night, I'm gonna get a little nuts with these. How's that? Tonight only. $16 each. That is my break-even price. One going to MJ. Three left. Anybody else? Tonight only, $16 each. And again, that is the only way you can get this particular Kennedy. It's got that special finish. One going to Dandy Dave. That leaves 2 left. Last call, final 2. All right. We are moving on. If anybody decides you want those other 2, let me know. All right, I got time for one more coin before I got to go wake Angela up for work. So one more coin. They're going to be taking a bit of a short break so I can get my wife up to so she can go to work. She's working the graveyards now. 1851. Braided hair, large cent. Focus. It isn't a VG, but it does have some slight damage to it, so I priced it as an about good at 12 bucks. And it's mainly that rim damage right there. And then a little bit of ding right there. So that's why I knocked it down, is because it got some rim damage and that little ding on the hair. But it's still a good hole filler coin. Awesome coin to get a kid into collecting. Still worth every bit of 12 bucks. That is some old Americana right there. Anybody? By the way, if anybody's never seen one of these in person, this is a $50 holder. Going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, sir. Imagine back in the day having a pocket full of these things. That will weigh you down quick. All right, guys, I got to take a quick break to go get my wife up for work. So stick around. There is still a lot of excellent stuff coming. We've got key date Indians, hard to get date Indians. We've got Seated Liberty stuff. We got a Racketeer nickel. The first time I've ever had a Racketeer nickel available. Half dimes. Some of the harder to get dates for like the Walking Liberties. There's a lot of good stuff still coming. So stick around. Don't take off. I will be back as soon as I get my wife up and awake. You started a small collection of these. I want to build a collection of these someday. I really do. I like the large cents. But all right, guys, I will be right back as soon as I get her up. Alrighty, the wife is awake. And she says, hello, everybody. Alrighty. Indian cents. So some of these did go on pre-sale from the list. Both the 1864s, the Type 1 and Type 2, and then the 65s, Fancy 5 and Plain 5, and the 74 and 91 all went in pre-sale. So we are kicking off the Indians with the 1862. This one's in a good for $7. So the first couple, this one and the 63, these are from the when they still did the old planchets. So these are the same style of planchets they did the Flying Eagles on, the old the Coppernickel ones. Or nickel bronze, as they're sometimes referred to. They had a higher nickel content. Anybody? Going to Danny Dave. Right, sir. And then that's why for the 64s, they had the Type 1 and the Type 2. Because there was one 64 that was made on the nickel bronze, and then there was another 64 that was made when they switched to the copper bronze planchets, which was the rest of the pennies up until 82. And then, of course, 82, they switched over to the copper-plated zinc. Except for mint sets. Mint sets still have the bronze planchets for the pennies. Next up, 1863. For anybody who didn't know that. This one's in a good, also $7. So everything from 83 up, if you buy the mint set, it's got the bronze, not the zinc in the mint sets. And the I believe the proof sets are the same way. They're actually the bronze planchets. Anybody on the 80 or on the 63? So again, this one was on the old Coppernickel planchets. If you get one of these as BU, the planchets are like big, thick planchets. Especially the 58. The 58 had a like really big planchet. Yeah, I can scope it. Scopage. There you go, 1863. In order to be qualified as a VG, it would have to have at least some of Liberty showing, and unfortunately this one does not. So it is a good. Going to Dandy Dave, Gratzer. I'll just stick on the scope on these. Why not? Make them easier for you guys to see. Alright, next one up. This is a semi-key date. $18.68 and good. 45 bucks. It's a hard date to get, folks. It's one of the toughest dates out of the 60s. Does have that little hit on the back right there. Or this thing would cost even more. But I'll tell you what, it is Black Friday sale, so I'm going to give you guys a screaming deal on this one. Whatever, I'll just break even on it. Tonight only, guys, 30 bucks on this one. My break even price on that one, 30 bucks. That is a screaming deal. Candy takers. Wow, even at 30, nobody wants that? That'd be the price for like an AG3. Or an AG2, actually. Alright, moving on. Another key date. Well, semi-key date. 1875 and fine. 35 bucks. Everything from the 70s is either key date or semi-key date. Dandy Day is picking up that 68 for the deal. Grat, sir. So yeah, everything from the 70s was either key date or semi-key date. With, of course, the 1877 being the uber key date of the series. That's the one that even in a good is like 300 bucks. This one's in a fine, 1875. So for tonight only on this one, I'm going to give you guys another stupid deal. Because why not? Because I like you guys. Tonight only, 20 bucks on this one. Again, my break-even price. Gotta be somebody out there that wants to add an 1875. And 20 bucks, that'd be like a good 6. All right, moving on. Honestly, surprised nobody grabbed that one. Oh, MJ is coming in late for that one. Grats, MJ. You waited too long, Dandy Dave. MJ beat you to it. You're very welcome. Next up, another semi-key date. 1876. Centennial year for the U.S. I wouldn't be born for another 100 years. This one's in a VG. I'm going to give you guys another better price on this one for Black Friday deals. Tonight only on this one, I'm going to go 18 bucks. Anybody at 18? Going to MJ. Congrats, sir. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the next one. Next one's 1878. VG tonight only, 18 bucks. And going to MJ. Congrats, sir. And MJ's on the trigger on these. It's like, mine, mine, mine. All right, next up. Final date of the 70s, 1879. This one's in a good for 4 bucks. And yes, I'm going to give you all Black Friday on this one too. Tonight only, I'm going to do this one for 2 bucks. I'm going to give you half off on this one. Anybody at 2 bucks for 1879? Going to Doug. Congrats, Doug. All right, next up. This is the 1886 Type 1 Indian cent in VF. So the type on this one, you're looking at the bottom feather. If it's pointing in between the R and the I, it's a Type 2. If it's pointing in between the I and the C, it's a Type 1. So this is the Type 1. It is in VF, 35 bucks. But it's Black Friday. We're not going to do 35 bucks. Let's see. For tonight, it's going to be 25. 10 bucks off. Going to MJ. Congrats, sir. Did I ever show the reverse? There's a reverse if I never showed it. I don't remember if I did. Congrats, sir. Excuse me. All right. Next up, 1890 VF, 4 bucks. Anybody? There's a piece of 1 diamond on that one. All right, moving on. To the 1899. This one's an EF. Check that out. That is 4 diamonds. Going for $6. I'd love to drop this one down, but come on, it's an EF and 4 diamonds. This one's going to MJ. Congrats, sir. Next one, this one. Westside, if he sees this in replay, is going to be kicking himself so hard. And I hope the camera will show it. 1901, EF toned. And the toning, look at that. The toning on this thing is crazy. So it's going for $10. Let me see if the other camera will pick it up. Kinda. This thing, when you have this thing in your hand, it looks amazing. It is beautiful. In fact, if nobody buys this one, I might swap this one out for mine. Anybody? $10? Wow, nobody wants this one. All right, moving on. Next one up. I unfortunately cannot mark this one down. I've already got it the lowest I can. But it is so well worth it. 1904 AU Red Brown. 4 out of 5 diamonds. $30. Check that beauty out. Anybody? That thing is stunning. Man, nobody. That is shocking that nobody wants that. All right, moving on. Next up. 1907 AU. This was just a regular AU brown. $15. It's got at least 2 full diamonds. It's got like 2 half diamonds. moving on. Last of the Indians. $19.09 VF, $8. Just have a little bit of chop on that end. So for this one, I'm going to give you guys a really good deal for this one. I'm going to go $3. Going to MJ. Congrats, sir. All right, for the rest of them, I will do a Black Friday bundle. This is going to be your 1890 VF. This is going to be the 1901 EF, beautifully toned. The 1904 AU red brown. And the 1907 AU brown. Alright, so full price on these coins would have been 14, 29, 59 bucks. So, okay, here's what I'm going to do. So 59 bucks would have been full price if you bought all 4 of those at regular price. I'm going to go 45 bucks. It's $14 off. 45 bucks for all 4. So again, that's that 1907 AU, 1904 4 out of 5 diamonds AU red brown, that gorgeous EF toned 1901, and the 1890 VF. That is a screaming deal, guys. And MJ is taking that deal. Congrats, sir. All right, let me figure out the math on these real quick. Let's see. Down to 25. That makes 30, 40. There we go. Got it. All right. Doug, I take it you were about to hit Ben? All right, next up. We need a scope for this one. This will be the cheapest I've ever had a half dime on one of my streams. It's the 1854 Arrows at Date Seated Liberty half dime. 90% silver. It is VG details, but there is some damage to it. So it's $3. Anything Seated Liberty, especially half dimes, $3 is a stupid price for it, even if it was in terrible shape. And that's going to Doug. Congrats, sir. All right, next up, this one is actually one of the better dates.
What? It did get deposited, but it got deposited on the card.
On what card?
The one card. So I transferred it over.
Oh, it lets you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to
cool.
take 1 to 3 business days. Because I told it to do it on
So,
the 3.
possibly Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I just got sidetracked. What was I doing? Okay. Here we go. One of the better dates.
Sorry.
1860 New Orleans. Seated Liberty half dime, 90% silver. Fine, but it is hold. So I have it priced as a good at $25. So Doug, there's another cool one for you for a Christmas ornament. That's one of the better dates. If that hole wasn't there, this one would be, I don't, let me check that again. I'm not looking at chat right now, so if anybody says Ben, bear with me. I'm looking this one up again real quick. Half dimes, Seated Liberty. That would be type 5. 60 New Orleans. Oh, and estimated survival, all grades for this coin is 1,000 in any grade. All right. If it didn't have the hole in it, this would be a $60 coin. So anybody at 25? Tell you what, it's Black Friday. I'll do you a little better. I'm going to give you a break-even price. $18 tonight only. By the way, I do have that marked on there. 1,000 survival, all grades. Going to Dandy Dave for 18. Congrats, sir. Nothing else. It fills up a hole in your collection. That's hard to get, right? All right. All right, next up. This one is very cool. So, those of you that have been around long enough, you've heard me tell the story about why 1883 nickels, that you have one with the word cents and one that doesn't have it. It's because before it had it, people were etching the reading into the edge and gold plating them to pass them off as $5 gold coins. They were known as racketeer nickels. And some of them survived the ages. And this is one of them. And it is a Rick Snow special. 1883 no cents racketeer nickel. VF, $50. You can still see a lot of that gold plating is still there. And it's hard to tell on camera, but if you look closely enough, you can see where the edge reading was put in. That is an awesome piece of history, guys. This was one of the examples of why the mint had to change the coin. This actually affected mint operations. Now, of course, it's the Black Friday sale. Tonight only on this one. Awesome piece of history. Attributed by Rick Snow. $35. Tonight only. No cent racketeer nickel. Anybody? Going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, sir. That is an awesome piece of history you just picked up, sir. All right, and then, of course, for the purists, we do have another 1883 no cents. This one is a BU Rick Snow special. But we're not doing 85 tonight. Come on, it's the Black Friday sale. So tonight only on this one. I'm going to give you guys a really, really good deal on this one. 65. BU No Sense V Nickel, 1883. Graded by Rick Snow himself. $20 off, $65. If nobody grabs this one, I am going to be shocked. Wow, really? All right. Moving on. That amazes me. All right, next up, another Rick Snow special. Oh, MJ, you're taking the V-nickel? All right, MJ came in late for that deal on the V-nickel. Congrats, sir. $65 for a BU. Going to MJ. You got it, sir. All right. Next up, we got another Rick Snow special. This is the 1938 Denver Jefferson Nickel Gem BU, graded by Rick Snow. Was $40 for tonight's Black Friday sale. We are going $30. $10 off, 25% off. Going to MJ. Congrats, sir. MJ is clearing up on these Rick Snow coins tonight. He wants the entire Rick Snow collection. MJ, you're gonna be beside yourself when I do that stream from Rick's shop. You're gonna be like, oh my lord. See everybody's reaction when Rick puts a $50,000 coin on screen. Don't worry though. As I said, when we do that sale, there will be plenty of decently priced stuff that anybody can afford. So there'll be stuff that'll be, $2, $3, $4, and there'll be stuff that'll be 2, 3, 40,000. Because he's gonna be trying to get some of his guys there too. All right, next up, 1850 Seed of Liberty dime. Also the cheapest price I think I've ever done on a Seed of Liberty dime. It is 90% silver and fine. It does have a little bit of damage, so it's only $3. And that damage is not terrible. It's right there. So those hits to it right there. This one's going to Doug. Congrats, Doug. Doug beat you, Dandy Dave. All right, this next one, I'm hoping I can get you guys to be able to see it on camera. This is the 1877 Carson City Seed of Liberty dime. It is in pour. And there's only one tiny piece of the mint mark visible, and it took me a while to notice that it was there. Because it is really tough to see. And hopefully I'll be able to find it for you guys on camera. I gotta line it up here. All right, there's that. That will go straight down. And then I had to look at it at a tilt. A lot of effort, right? Just for a mint mark. Oh, come on. Yeah, I had a feeling showing this on camera was going to be stupidly hard. Pain in the butt. The only part, if you get it at the right angle, you can see it. The only part is the top of the C where it comes down into that little point. You can just barely make it out. But it's like the magnification has to be right. The angle has to be right. There it is. Can you see it? Right here. Right at the bottom corner of the screen. There's the top of the C. Can you guys see it? It's the top curve and that little point on the end. So yeah, this is a Carson City. So for tonight, though, and believe it or not, yes, it's still $12 for a pour is a good price on this one. But for tonight, I'm gonna go $7. And going to Doug. Congrats, sir. All right. Next up, this is one of the only of this set that did not sell. Or did not sell. It was this one and a few of the quarters. Who wants a perfect coin? Who likes perfect coins? 2017 S 225th Anniversary Enhanced Edition. Roosevelt Dime Perfect SP70. But hey, it's Black Friday. So tonight only, it's not $20. It's 17. $3 off. So yeah, the penny, the nickel, the half dollar, the dollar, and one of the quarters of this set went in pre-sale. Going to Dandy Dave for 17. Congrats, sir. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed or not that every single item that was on the list tonight, except the banknotes, were all brand new inventory. Thought I'd give you guys that little treat. Next up, $1976 San Francisco, 40% silver, Washington proof, $4. Silver Drummer Boy. Going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, sir. All right, next up. Those of you that like these silver proof quarters, you're either going to be really happy tonight or you're going to hate me. We'll see. Because it's the Black Friday sale. Alright, so the first year for the silver proof quarters is the one that is the most expensive out of the standards. I am, of course, talking about the 2012s. Hawaii Volcanoes. Denali. Acadia. Chaco Culture. And El Yunque. All 90% silver proofs. Alright, so normal prices, you guys know on these, is $18 each. And then if you bought all of them together, then it would be $75. Nah, not tonight. I'm going to give you guys a crazy good deal on these tonight because it's the Black Friday sale, of course. $15 each or $55 for the year. Which I believe is the lowest price I've ever done for a 2012 silver quarter set. For anybody who doesn't know why these things cost so much, is because the 2012 was the lowest mintage up until like the modern, you know, the most recent years that are the 3.9 fine pure silver ones. But it had a very low mintage, and the silver proof sets, if you go buy the whole set, is like $170. Anybody? If you don't have the 2012s, get them now, because if these make it to another sale, they're going back to their normal price. So it's going to cost you $20 more to buy the set. Last call. All right, moving on. To the 2013s. Mount Rushmore. Great Basin. Perry's Victory. White Mountains. And Fort McHenry. Alright, so these normal prices would be $14 each. Normal price for the whole set would be $55. Not tonight. Tonight is going to be $12 each or $50 for the set. Is that right? Yeah. Again, 90% silver proofs. Actually, you know what? I'll do my break even on this one. I'll give you a little better deal. $45 for the set. Yeah, Bo knows what's up. That drops them, if you buy the whole set, that drops them to $9 each. And I'm hoping my math is on that I'll break even on that. It might not be. But here we are. What is melt on a quarter right now? Let's see. Coinflation. Come to me. Yeah, it's not bad. And nobody. Screaming deals on these and nobody wants them. Oh, MJ just came in. Taking both. Okay. What was it for the 12s? 55, right? Yeah. All right, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. And then 9s for the 2013s. Congrats, Oh, don't thank goodness yet, because there's still one more to go. And I'm going to do it on the same deal as the 2013s. This is the 2014s. Arches. Everglades. Shenandoah. Great Sand Dunes. But wait, there's more. And Great Smoky Mountains. And same deal as the 2013s. $12 each or $45 for the set. $9 a piece if you get the set. There's your arches. There's your Everglades. Shenandoah. Great Smoky Dune or Great Sand Dunes. Here we go. And Great Smoky Mountains. Anybody who's taking this one? Same redonkulous deal. Right? That doesn't matter. Get them in your set and start slowly building up tubes of them or something, right? Because you know these things are only ever going to go up in value. They're not going to go down. Anybody last call? 2014s. Screaming deal. You might have to grab this one, Bo. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know. It will be honored until the end of the stream. After that, they're going back up to normal price. All right, next up. I'm going to link all these real quick. These are the 2017 225th anniversaries. Again, these are perfect coins. You got your George Rogers Clark. The Frederick Douglass went in pre-sale. And there's the Ozark. Effigy Mounds. And Ellis Island. But again, Black Friday. So today, these are going to be 17 bucks each, not 20. All perfect coins. And they're all the early release. Graded by NGCs. Anybody? Here's the Ozark Riverways. I used to have the Kennedy in this set as a 70, but I ended up selling it to you guys because we needed the money. Now I don't even think I have one. I think that's one of the coins I got to replace at some point. Get back in the bag. Then here is effigy mounds. Perfect 70. Ah, 'twas you that bought it. And Ellis Island. All right, last call on these, 17 bucks each. Perfect coins. That's less, by the way, that is less than the price of getting these graded. And they're perfect coins. Not even counting shipping, insurance, all that. Just the price of the getting grading alone is what, like 18 bucks? And you have to pay insurance on it both ways, and yeah. All right, moving on. Next up, $50. Kicking off $50. And of course, you're going to get a Black Friday deal on this one too. 1963 Denver Franklin $50 BU. But tonight it's not 20 bucks. Tonight it is 17 bucks. Anybody? That's a really good deal on an MBU Franklin. All right, moving on. Next up, we got 3 more Rick Snow specials. in the walking literally $50. And yes, you're going to get some discounts on these for Black Friday. First up, 1917 Denver with the D on the obverse. Semi-key date to the series right there. Tonight, it's going to be $40 instead of $50. That is a good, graded by Mr. Rick Snow. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 17S with the S reverse in VG. Created by Mr. Rick Snow. And again, it is Black Friday sale. So instead of $50 tonight, it is going to be... You know, I'm going to give you a little better deal on this one. I'll go $38 on this one. $12 off. Another semi-key date. Anybody who doesn't know, the key date is the 16. The very first year of it. Those things are expensive. Just a good is like, what, like $100 for the 16s? And like the mint mark really doesn't matter. And nobody wants these. The 17s, really. That is surprising. I haven't had 17s or 18s in ages, especially with the obverse mint mark. All right, moving on. And the last one of these is the 18S. This one's in a fine. And your Black Friday deal for tonight on this one is going to be $30 instead of $40. Again, graded by Mr. Rick Snow. Get it a little closer there. Take it with you. You heading out?
I'm gonna be soon.
Okay. Let me get a hug before you go.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. That surprises me. Nobody wanted the Walkas. No, it's getting late. People are starting to get tuckered out. Numbers are starting to go down. Only 7 of you still holding out. All right, next up. 1976 S 40% silver proof Kennedy going for $8. Get off their hair. Go away. Go away. Oh, that's in the staple. I'll have to get that off after. Yeah. There we go. Going to Dandy Dave. Gratzer. All right. Next up. $1986 as Statue of Liberty $half. Clad proof. Over $4. Commemorative $half. Three more coins left after this one. All right, moving on. All right, I'm gonna link both of these real quick. So the 2003 and the 2006. 90% silver proof Kennedys. Both decams. $15 each. Has a little black. This will be one of the probably the last. You know, I'll have one more Black Friday deal, but this will be the last main one. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for $26. So if you get both, you're getting them at $13 each instead of $15. 90% silver Kennedys. By the way, just the melt value on these alone is $11.10. So if you get both of them, then you're getting them for $1.90 over melt. And MJ is taking that deal. Gratzer. And we are on the final lot. Final lot. 1986 Ellis Island commemorative silver proof dollar. Normally it would be $28, but for tonight, I'm doing $24. This is the last lot, the last deal. $24 for a commemorative silver proof. All right, and quick recap. The banknotes, the only banknotes that are still left are the 1942 1 gulden. That's Japan occupied Netherlands for $3. And the 1995 10 baht Thailand for $2. Did anybody want either of those banknotes? anybody wants both those banknotes, I'll give you $1 off. I'll give them both for $4. All right, and then the £1 World Coin bags, I did a Black Friday deal on tonight. Instead of the normal $15 or $12 if you get 3 or more, I did, I think it was $13 or $10 if you get 3 or more. So did anybody else want a pound of World Coins or more than a pound? Or I can do up to like probably 20, 25 pounds. All right, Dandy Day is going to take the deal on the banknotes. Congrats, sir. So you're saving yourself $1 by getting both. All right, Canada. The only Canada silver coins that are still left are the 1912 sterling silver 5-cent piece at EF for $15. And then the 1966 25-cent BU and the 1964 50-cent AU. If anybody wants all 3 of those, I can give you a little bundle on them. All right, we got the 1941 25-cent Netherlands AU for $4. Just double checking something real quick because I could have swore a couple of the France sold, but maybe I was wrong. Apparently not. All right, so all 3 of the France are still available then. That's the 1918 50-cent times AU for $4. And then the 1962 and 63 5 francs. Both are BU toned. And those are $15 each. I did a deal on those. If anybody wanted both, I would do both for, I think I said 26. So it saved you $4 if you got both. Yeah, 50-cent times is not here. So who did I sell that to and not mark it? And by the way, just this one alone, I gotta show this one again. That thing is beautiful. So that would be the deal if anybody wanted those. It's $15 a piece, but if you did the deal, then it's drops them to $13 each. Makes it 26 for both. Hang on, I gotta figure out who I didn't mark for that send time. It is not marked on my list, unless you guys know which one who you got it. It's not on your pile, Doug. Alright guys, I gotta solve this mystery to make sure that things come out right. Okay, it's not on MJ's. Ah, Dandy Dave. Dandy Dave was the one that got it. Alright. Good night.
You too. Love you. Love you too.
Figured it out. Dandy Dave was the one that got it. It was that, the 1850 50 centimes, or the 1918 50 centimes France. I forgot to put your name on it when you picked it up. So I was figuring out whose pile it was on so I could fix that. Alright. Both the Mexico 1 pesos are still available. They're the 57 and the 63. 10% silver VFs. $3 each. And then I did a deal if anybody wanted both of them for $5. The 43 1 florin from Britain, 50% silver AU is still available. Surprisingly, both of the Samurai Cash coins are still available. And I did do a Black Friday deal on those. If anybody wanted them, they were $48 tonight instead of 55. The 1945 D 10 centavo USA Philippines VF is still available. 2 of the 2019 rocket ship sets are still available. I did a deal on those tonight, $16 instead of 20. And then, of course, all the quarters and half dollars that didn't go. So last call on everything, guys. Last chance to pick anything up. Last chance to get deals, bundles. Still amazed these are still here. Neither one of these sold. $48 a piece for the special tonight. Next time you see these, they're going to be back up to the $55. Last chance. All right, just a reminder, guys, if you're able to, if you could get your payment in by morning, I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. Given that we did a late sale this week, it would really help me out. So give me a bit, as always, to get the invoices out. And thank you, everybody, for coming out. It's been an awesome night. Hope you guys had fun. Happy Thanksgiving again. And I will see y'all next time.